everybody. Welcome to the show, and everyone, thanks very much for all your comments about the last few shows we've had with Christmas and New Year, and it was fantastic, and hope you're all having a great New Year, too. Here with me, of course, I got Wayne. Hey, Wayne.
I'm doing fantastic there, Moose. Nice of you to ask, and your check's in the mail for that. Thank you.
Thanks. I keep waiting for those checks, mate, but they don't come. I just keep getting chocolates and roses, but they're not from you. Oh. And James?
Yeah, I'm doing fantastic, mate, and looking forward to some of the stories on today's show.
Are you really?
You'll be loving it.
Any particular reason why?
Well, yeah, a few weeks ago, me and Wayno and mate Action Man all went to the Perth Cup, and some crazy stuff happened, which you'll soon see.
It's always good. It's always good up there, isn't it?
Yeah, it
actually,
is.
something, I noticed just on this point. Now, they always advertising, where's the other track? The other track? Gloucester Park.
Gloucester Park.
Yeah,
That's it. And they always say that's where the action is. But actually, when you watch the story count, you're going to see that the action really was over at Ascot.
It was definitely at Ascot. It was a very scenic and enjoyable day.
Good. A lot of fun.
Still smiling.
And I told it took you guys about an hour just to get something to eat. Everyone was around you?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people know about the show, and thank you for you people that have supported the show over time, and God bless you.
Yeah, and thanks to the one person who asked where I was. Come on, what's going on out there? Anyway, as our director here keeps saying, let's get the balls rolling. And thanks for watching. Now, we're coming here from Kings Park, beautiful Kings Park. We did this about a couple times ago, and way off behind us, I don't know if you can see that, is the giant white screen. They're having movies in the evening here.
Sunset Cinemas. Sunset Cinemas.
And Moose.
Say that. Ida Buttrose used to have a trouble saying that one.
And Moose, as you can see right here, you see this water right here? This is where Tony Hasselbacher usually takes a bath.
Yeah. Right here?
Yeah. Right here. That's why it's all kind of murky there. That's okay.
It's a bit yellowy in this spot.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with that.
But the water's warm.
Earlier on, Action Man was frolicking across there as well.
Yeah.
Frolicking. It was frolicking.
Him and those fish were probably getting too much.
All right, look, we want to show you a lot about what's happening tonight. Now, don't forget, we got the big question coming up later. Time Glow, the people.
Glow.
Doesn't work.
No, you don't have the glow shorts. Time Glow. Don't forget, going to be giving away $2,000 towards your sports or your leisure uniforms for your team, up to $2,000.
Yep.
And you can go in and buy them up ahead, and just mention you're in the Bulls and All competition. And what you got to do for the next couple months, anyway, we'll ask a question at the end of every show, and if you've got them all right, you go into the draw, and one lucky person will be
$2,000 better off.
Yep.
up to $2,000, and that means if you've bought it already off Time Glow, you'll get your money back up to the value of whatever you spent.
And then you'll give it to us, and we'll take you out.
Yeah.
And then we'll take you out.
Take you out, buddy.
Okay, let's go have a look at where the action is.
We're rolling, baby. We just got to sing.
How you doing it?
How you
Rolling.
No.
Balls and All is here in 10 hour. I don't know how we got in. We scammed it, but we're here, baby.
Yeah.
So we'll be walking around 10
Come
hour.
over and see us.
We're here courtesy of the Fremantle Roosters Rugby Club, and we're here partying, baby. And
We even got a rooster behind the camera right now.
Thank you very much. You got no nation. Bye. Well, it's about 3 in the afternoon, and we're pretty jolly at the moment, aren't we, Wayne?
Yes, we are.
And how was your New Year's Eve?
It was
That's
fantastic.
great. Well, actually, I'm doing it with a moose here, aren't I?
Yeah, I know. Hey.
And do you have a bet today?
No.
Hot potato, hot potato. Hot potato.
Wiggle it just a little bit. How you guys doing?
What brings you today to Channel 31? Oh, not to Channel 31, to the Perth Cup via Channel 31.
To film all the events of today.
All the what?
All the events. And the
Like
scenery.
what, for example?
The scenery.
The scenery is out of this world, isn't it? It is mind-grabbing. Oh, it's eye candy. Look at him.
I'm Jeremy, actually.
Okay, and I'm James anyway. And how's your day going?
Yeah, it's been good, actually. Had a big night last night, and I thought,
As you do, of course, New Year's Eve.
yeah, you do, and you think, like, the only best day to go out with is the day. It's a New Year's Day.
That's it. Hair of the dog, baby.
Oh, mate, the hair of the dog. I'm telling you, the hair would have been flanged up in the morning, and we had to keep going, eh? Like, today was like, full on, eh? Like, it's like, no, maybe, we'll do it.
4 or 5 later, yeah, second win.
Yeah, you got to do the right. Doesn't matter how much you did, or it's like you got to do it for your country.
Do it for the country. Australians. All right, have fun. Come on.
Hey Joe and all the crew at Freo Touch Rugby.
Awesome, and it's cool. We're going to go well next year.
Yeah.
This year.
Yeah, they should do.
Kick some serious butt.
Kick some serious ass.
Yeah, ass. Hell yeah.
Are you saving the best till last, or are you going to go?
I've been the X-Man and all.
Come on, Action Man. You're the Action Man. Hands up, baby.
What does that say? What does that number say? What does that number say?
It says, oh, baby, 69.
I'm
And
getting money out of this.
from Channel 31 and the Perth Cup, we'd like to thank you for coming. See you.
I'm here with Adam. How you doing, Adam?
Nah, not too bad, not too bad.
Adam used to play basketball. Very excellent player. And how the heck are you?
Hey.
Woo! We just keep it swinging. We just get anybody out. How you doing, mate? Right. All right, now, Adam. Now, can you tell us a little bit about your basketball pedigree, even though I know you're a superstar, but...
Just finished the Lakeside 23 season. Ran All-Star of the League and got team MVP. That's about it. I'm heading off to the States in April. Got a college scholarship for Northwest Wyoming Junior College, so...
good on you.
Yeah, good, mate. Yourself?
Yeah, having a great day, mate?
Yeah, had a few wins. Loving it. Arthur Dungan's a good bloke. Yeah.
And,
Lainey. Lauren. Naomi.
Now, what made you guys come down here?
I love horses.
hell yeah.
It's a good start.
You know me. Alcohol.
Another good start. So have you guys been betting on any horses or anything?
No.
Or just admiring the scenery?
What's that one you know, good?
Yes, I know a horse, but we haven't seen him yet, so that's all right.
All the best, boys.
Hey, balls and all.
Balls and all, baby.
See? I'm enjoying the Perth Cup. It's gotten really good now.
Danielle.
And I know that. But, you know, Danielle's also a basketball star, and she plays with...
Williston Tigers.
What's your name, buddy?
Michael, I've been on this show before, so yeah.
Probably not more than me, mate. You know what's going on. So, now that you're famous, what do you think about life?
Mate, everybody keeps coming up to me and asking me.
Yeah,
so.
saying, do you know James or something like that?
James, Wayne, Action
Especially
Man.
like tall, blonde-looking chicks. Yeah. How you doing?
He's not supposed to speak, is he? Action Man don't speak. Come on. Yeah, what do you reckon about the talent?
Amazing.
Brilliant. Look at these chicks.
Fine, how are you doing? Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you, and how have you been today?
Very well, thanks. Thoroughly enjoying ourselves.
Hey, they're pretty cool shows. Can I swap with you?
Sure.
Hey, what do you think of this? Yeah, baby. And you want to say good day to anyone?
Look. Hello, team, mum, dad, Fran, Phil, Marissa, Deb, Trent.
Mention this. You guys work at Steve's Hotel, am I right?
You were there last night. Channel 31, X 31.
Channel 31, put a bot. This is a good day.
It's gotten messy, hasn't it?
Okay, now
messy.
I have to mention this. Channel 31 put a bar tab at Steve's and we thoroughly enjoyed it. And these are the bar staff who served us.
They drank so much booze. They drank lots and lots of booze, didn't you?
We got wasted. Thanks to you two.
Hammered.
See?
Not a problem. Yeah, good night.
See?
Girls, which is Kelly and Megs and Louise right here.
Oh, okay. You got some more stylists over there. You see the little sexy girls over there? So it's all good. Now, you look...
Mate, this guy can do some pretty wicked acrobatic feats. I think you should get him to do some shit.
What can you do?
Out of my head.
That's all right. I'll do it if you do it.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
All right, we can do like...
No.
You don't want to? You know?
Yeah, go on.
Oh, come on, it's TV. Why
All
not?
right, we'll do...
We're going to see some...
Seen a hernia before.
I'm scared now, please.
An operation.
Please.
Go to Zanzibar,
Help.
Fremantle, Brentwood Footy
Wayne,
Club, and balls and all. Balls and all.
I'm getting sprayed here.
Balls and all.
Now a superstar, and his name is still Daniel. How you doing, Daniel?
Very good, Wayne. Yourself?
I'm doing fantastic. Now, what do you think about today? Why is the Perth Cup attract so many people?
Well, it's a big day, New Year's Day. Everyone's into it. The Perth Fest is just amazing.
Did you say Perth Fest?
Well, that's why everyone comes here. They get dressed up to the nines, looking good, everyone's happy. It's a great day.
Yeah, it is, and there's some fantastic talent out here. I don't think
Bomber. I'm Bomber. And I'm Buff.
All right, then. Well, we're not going to buff around. We're going to go straight into it. Now, you guys involved in the Sands of Art. Can you tell us in what capacity?
Well, Bomber here is the general manager, and I run the bars, day-to-day operations, and we set a good party.
Excellent. I mean, normally I wouldn't have a bar of it, but today I think I will look at these Sands of Bar. Now, what other entertainment do you have down there besides for you and the Cape?
Well, we've got some live and we've got more live and then there's just me getting drunk at the bar. Oh, can you swear? No.
Oh,
there's live stuff happening. Stuff.
A lot of stuff.
A lot of stuff. We got some Saturday nights absolutely cranking with the most stuff you have ever seen.
I think it's a bit enough of the stuff. Thursday night we've got Spawn, awesome hard rock band. Friday night we go to Wax, who everyone knows. They've played around, they've been around a long while.
Yeah.
And Saturday night we go really disco, we go hard, light shows, pyros.
Okay.
We go off. And a lot of lovely young people.
Oh, I like the way he cleaned that up. That's fantastic. Well, look.
Stay.
Ready? I'm ready. Are you ready? You better do it, Pete.
I'm Murray.
Murray and
Greg.
You'll regret that.
I'm Jeff, but I'm sleepy.
Laura. Anthony.
Okay, good on you.
Where's Moose?
I'm
Where's
not
the
sure.
Moose man? Come on. Gridiron. Why would you bother? Look at that, Aussie rules, mate. Get in on that. The Magpies. What tent are you in?
We don't have a tent. We're just floating around.
Come in our tent. I'll get you in.
Drum on.
Oh, hello. Loud on the goods. All right, we ready?
Let's go.
All right.
Here we go. How you doing?
Good. How you doing?
Damn good now. Having a good day?
Yeah, having a great day.
Awesome. You have a bet today? Yeah, right. You want to do the interview?
Yeah, okay. So what are you here for today?
Well,
It's my mic.
oh yeah. Actually having a good day, and somehow we managed to scam our way into
All right. Morning. What are you thinking of doing? Bolsonaro. How you going? Happy New Year to everyone. Are you having a good day out here, girls?
Oh, we're having a fabulous day. It's always a great day at Perth Cup. They just put on the weather, they put on tent, they put on food, drinks. What more can you ask for?
That's right. And what about you over there, Sunshine?
Wonderful time. Check this out. Check your legs.
We won't do that.
Thank you very much for the vino. I really did enjoy that.
Hey!
Hey, now that's some fun. That's some fun.
Thank you. All right.
When's long enough?
Action! We want to thank everybody that came down to the Perth Cup with 30,000 people. They had a fantastic time, and some of the scenery was fantastic.
Absolutely fabulous, Wayne. And I'd like to thank a lot of people actually walked up to us when we were filming or just strolling through Tentland and said how much they love the show, which means a lot to us. It means we're doing the right thing. And also, like every time we're going out, a lot of people will come up and say thanks. G'day, Haley. How you doing? See you at the Mustang every now and again. And just the Manchester United boys sent the Mustang a few weeks ago, said to say g'day to. And
hello to Andrew Russian, who watches our show religiously.
And everyone else, thank you very much for your support. That's why we're still here. And, oh yeah, and Peter and everyone from the Fremantle Roosters Rugby League Club, we enjoyed the tent and the services.
And the beers were fantastic. And Action Man, is anyone you want to thank? Howdy.
How about one of the touch football players, like say hello to, whatever her name was?
I think you wanted to touch her, and it had nothing to do with football. No, but anyway.
We had a pretty good time, I have to admit.
I want to thank about Steve's Hotel, though, because I keep hearing that, Steve's Hotel, because that was Channel 31. They had a fantastic job. They put on a great serve for everybody.
That was great. Yeah, we went there for New Year's Eve, actually, and yeah, we were looked after quite well and had a good time.
I'm hoping it happens every week. It'd be pretty good.
Oh, yeah, but you'd be pretty tanked, so we can't have that. So now we're going to go to what is called a break.
See ya.
Yeah, welcome back, everyone. Thanks for joining us. We really appreciate when you guys take the time to watch, and of course you did New Year's Eve and Christmas Eve, which was fantastic. Hope you had a great time away if you've been away, and welcome back to the mundane, dreary days of working again. Hey, Wayne?
Yeah, I know. We're back at it, hard at it, and hopefully it'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah, gangs of fun. Now we're on another part of Kings Park in Perth. I'll get it right one day. Not enough. Speak better. And down the back there, on a good summer's day, you see all the yachts from South Perth and rural Perth and all over the place. The boats out there having a lot of races, from the little sailboats to the big ones.
And actually, Moose, our boat is out there, the USS Invisible. And actually, you can see it if you've had a few bourbons and cokes.
Mine's the AUS Invisible.
A little Aussie
I'm a proud Australian, bloody oath. Now, behind us you see all the fantastic stuff. Way off in a distance there you can see Canning Bridge and all that. It's just beautiful sight, great place. And it's a Wednesday night here, and I'm amazed how many people have come down just to enjoy Kings Park.
Yeah, and I think a lot of that is because you're here, Moose, and a lot of people want to get your autograph and speak to you.
I'm sure that's what it is, Wayne. Okay, now let's go to a story about people who have a bit of a sight disability, and talk to Shelley Jones about helping out with the guide dogs. Hello, little fella. How are you? Hi everyone, I'm here at the Guide Dogs. I'm talking to Shelley. Hi Shelley, how are you?
Hi Moose, how are you?
Good. Tell us about the Guide Dogs.
Well, we've got Little China and Little Bandit, who are 6 months old. They're halfway through their first year of training, so they're just doing socialisation. And China's having a verbal word about something she's not happy with. So they've had a great day because they've got to meet lots of people, and that's a part of their socialisation training.
Good.
It's really good for them.
Now, how you say part the way through their first year, how many years do they actually get trained?
It really depends on the dog. The earliest is 18 months old, and the longest is about 24 months old. And at that point, they'll be matched and given to somebody free of charge by the association as a fully trained guide dog.
So that's why whenever you see the little stands around the place, or you get the opportunity, it's a great opportunity to donate, because it basically these dogs become partners in the eyes of people who can't see.
That's right. They are their companion, they are their independence, they are their compassionate friend, they are the person that is with them, who doesn't judge them, that just loves them and is there to do their bidding.
And of course the Labrador is probably the most famous.
Absolutely. The Labradors are just most gorgeous. They have the highest willingness to please, they have the best temperament, and they're just adorable.
Fantastic. Now a phone number if someone wants to get in touch and maybe help out or donate?
Yep, they can call us at the Association for the Blind on 9311 8202. There's the Dogs Big Day Out coming up in March, on March the 10th next year, down here at Burswood, so everybody come down and register for that. We need heaps of volunteers.
Okay, March the 10th here at Burswood.
10th here at Burswood, and I know you're going to be here.
We'll be here as always.
And I'll be here, and everyone with their dogs will be here.
And of course you're with the rugby. Let's have that biting news.
Let's get the rugby in too. West Australian Rugby League head office is moving to East Perth, and it's going to be sharing the administration area with Perth Glory.
Fantastic.
And we have a big exciting story coming up very soon that's first breaking here on Balls and All.
That's right.
And it's going to be Parramatta and Cronulla coming over to play in the first 3 months of 2002.
Fantastic. You hear that right here on Balls and All, but by the time it goes there, it'll be history. But anyway, you heard it here. Now the phone number one more time.
9311 8202.
And you can donate and you can help out these poochies and help people be more mobile, of course. Thanks very much, Shelley.
Thank you, Moose.
No worries.
Okay.
Yeah, hey, welcome back, and don't forget too, if you can help out with the Guide Dogs Appeal, often you'll see the little dogs in different, the banks anyway, in different stores or whatever. Yeah. Make sure you try and donate and help out.
That's so true. I mean, those people definitely need your help, and I think those dogs do a fantastic job.
Now, standing here by the Adansonii Gregorii.
Woo! Can you say that 3 times?
You've heard of Moose's backyard, haven't you? Like Burke's. This is it here. And Wayne, you said the boys said that there's another name for this?
Yeah, I think it's called the Mucifer tree. As you can see, the little antlers and what have you. So has that moose kind of feel to it.
You feel like cuddling when you see these trees, don't you? Is that what it is? Is that what you're saying?
Well, I can't really say that, but I'm sure some women would love to cuddle this tree.
Right. I thought you were going to say it's just a big useless lump of wood. But anyway, no, beautiful trees, of course, from the mainly up in the northwest. And here we are, of course, Still Kings Park. And it's a breezy day.
Yeah, I mean, my hair is flying all over the place.
It is. Actually, it looks like it's blown off somewhere.
Oh, yeah, well, that's probably pretty true.
Mine's all over the place. Now, let's go and have a look at a story we did when we spoke to some people who go up, I think, to Beverly from memory. It's been a few weeks since we did this story. Actually, maybe a month or so.
I thought it was Nancy. But no, you said Beverly.
Yeah, Beverly. And they did gliding, so have a look at this. Hi everyone, now I'm standing next to a big glider here and I'm having a chat with Sid. Hi Sid, how are you?
Very well, thank you. How are you?
Good. Now tell us about the Beverly Soaring Society.
Well, the Beverly Soaring Society is about 160 kilometres sort of northeast of here. It's a small gliding club. It's been around since, 1970 I think. Have a fairly large membership, about 100 members, and people from all ages, from say 12 years of age right up to 80. You know, it's a good fun place to go, and it's something different.
Now you're a pilot yourself as well?
Yes, I'm a pilot myself. I have my own aircraft.
Now tell us about just the gliding and everything, because I hear all these stories. I've not been up in one because with me you need a couple of jet engines underneath it. But tell us about it, because I'm told basically there's no sound. You're up there, it's peaceful, quiet, is that right?
Well, if you're at slow speeds, yeah, it gets fairly quiet, but, you know, these things can go up to 130 knots, so, you know, once you start, you know, traveling at that speed, it gets very, very windy, but it is fairly peaceful, you know, on the whole, because you don't normally fly those speeds all the time, so if you're in a race or something like that. But these are quite capable machines. I think the world height record for them is about 56,000 feet in one. Wow. I think the West Australian record is 33,000 feet.
Is that oxygen at that stage?
Yeah, absolutely. Oxygen at 15,000 feet. But they do carry oxygen on board if you need, you know, if you're figuring on doing those sort of heights. And there are certain conditions we look for to achieve that. But generally we just do normal thermaling, you know, which is hot rising currents of air.
Do you have it where if somebody wants to come down and just have a go, there's a club or something they can look at contacting?
Absolutely. We have trial flights. Cost you $80 and you get a half-hour flight. We take you up to 3,000 feet and take you for a little joyride around the place. We even let you have a hands-on experience where you're able to fly the glider yourself.
That's scary.
And no, people think that, but I mean these are very stable machines. You know, they don't just fall out the sky. You know, you can waggle the wheel around, do what you like. There's no problem.
When you think about it, they're probably the safest, aren't they? Really, because the fact they don't have an engine to begin with.
That's right. You know, there's no engine to conk out, so you know they're very safe. You know,
similar with the ultralights. We did a story a while back with the ultralights. Same type of thing, where even if the engine died, in their case, where you don't have one to begin with, you can just glide.
That's right. We just glide back down. In actual fact, we have to use dive brakes. You can't see in there at the moment, but to increase our rate of descent, there's the dive brakes there.
All right.
That increases our rate of descent, so we can land. Otherwise, it'll just drift for ages. You know, for every 30 feet you travel, you only drop a foot. You know, in some of these gliders, and some of the more high performance ones can go to 60 feet and only drop 1 foot. So it's you know, you travel a long way. So we need these dive brakes there to help us get down a lot quicker and increase our rate of descent.
So now, phone number? Is there a phone number someone can contact you on?
Do we have a phone number there? Now you caught me out.
Oh, sorry about that. But there is a phone number, and do you know if there's a web page or anything? If someone, web page and phone number, we're going to put that on the screen for you, so anybody can contact that and come and have a go. What's your main season?
The main soaring season starts about now and goes through till say March, April. But we can actually fly all year round, so long as it's a clear day and not raining. That's all. Well, just not raining basically. That's all we really need, and we can fly anytime. And all that governs it is how far you can fly, you know.
Fantastic. Thanks a lot, Sid, for having a chat with us, because they all chickened out, didn't they?
That's right, exactly. Dob me in.
Thanks a lot. Okay, yeah, thanks very much to everyone. Fantastic, and I think that'd be something I'd love to do, a bit of gliding.
And definitely the way those guys did that, it was pretty fantastic. And I must say again, hello to Moose's dad. How you doing?
Yeah, he's back here for a month. Dad and Max, hello. And to I mentioned to Nana Bullen, Nana Yabugger, she had her 80th birthday only a week ago. Fantastic lady, beautiful lady.
Oh, good on her. I mean, that's a heck of a milestone, and hopefully we'll get there one day.
The guys actually offered to take me up in a glider, but they said that it was a special one. They call it a 767.
Oh, wow. Okay, one of those gliders. I mean, not to mention it, there's no weight clause on that, is it?
No, Santa Claus. No, they just said the good thing about the 767 glider, that it had like 4 or 6 jet engines.
Oh, wow. Well, that's a pretty good. I mean, maybe what you needed was a 769er.
Yeah, it would have helped. Before it gets any worse, here we are, beautiful Kings Park, as you know. Come up, bring the family. It's summer. Come and enjoy it. They got all the lights on. Everything's happening here. It's a fantastic place. Shakespeare in the Park is also playing.
Be or not to be? That is the question. Well, it's nobler to watch Balls and All or any other program. And that's all I know.
Is a rose, or still a rose. Anyway, let's go to break. Be back after this.
Welcome back from the break, because we're breaking. Now, I just want to say that we also are doing a story on somebody else, but James will introduce that man. So, before that...
Thanks, Wayne. Recently I went down and spoke to a great man. His name's Arthur Leggitt. And,
why?
Why? Because that's what we do on this show. We go and we talk to people.
Why?
Yeah, well, anyway, this guy, he fought through World War II. He was in a POW camp. It's just amazing the athletic stuff he still does. Like when he was 63, he did a 40-kilometre marathon. I can't imagine doing that stuff now, you know.
We can't do 1K as it is.
No, so part 1 of that story is coming out right now. Hello, I'm James from Balls and All, as you know, because you're watching the show right now. Recently, Moose spoke to Shane Gould, and she won a lot of medals in the 70s for her swimming. And now I'm speaking with another legend. Arthur, how are you going, mate?
I'm in the best of health, thank you, James. It's good to be in your company.
Great, great. Now, recently you actually went over to Newcastle and you competed in some games over there. Can you tell us a bit about them?
Yes, I went across to Newcastle with some companions to compete in the 8th National Masters Games. There was 3 of us there. My 2 colleagues are only a couple of young fellas. One's only 72 and the other one's only just 60 and a bit, I think it is, somewhere around there.
Fellas, eh?
We took our kayaks over there and competed in the kayaking events.
Mm-hmm.
And, well, we competed in the 200, 500 and 5,000 metre sprints and an 11-kilometre marathon. And somehow, well, I know how, I managed to win gold medals in each of those by a special technique which I have for winning gold medals in Masters Games, because you are in segments of 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
And there's no one else in my segment, so all I have to do is cross the line and I'm home and hosed.
Great stuff, it's always good to hear, isn't it?
But I must say this, I did train for 18 months solidly, and we went over there determined to do something.
Mm-hmm.
It's wide open, but I fronted up, I did the distances, I wasn't always last over the line, and I accepted those medals with a clear conscience.
Fantastic, mate. How often did you train? You said you trained 18 months?
Well, roughly maybe twice a week. Sometimes I got down to once a week, depending on what other commits I had. The main thing was it was an individual effort in training, although at the latter stages we did get some professional advice on paddling.
Yeah. And what other kind of things have you done the last, say, 10 years?
Oh, well, 10 years, well, can you go back a bit further than 10 years?
Okay, yeah.
Well, I'm a member of the Veteran Athletes Association, and I've run a couple of marathons with them, full-length marathons, when I was a lot younger. But I've also run numerous half marathons and had quite a bit of success in some of those. I managed to win the Masters section of the Albany half marathon at one stage.
What's the difference in, say, kilometres between a marathon and a half marathon?
Well, a full-length marathon is 42.2 kilometres, a half marathon is 21.1.
And that's, you have to run that straight to the finish?
Oh, yes.
42 Ks?
Oh, yeah, I've done it a couple of times, but there are other senior citizens who do it regularly.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm in my 20s and I would not be able to keep
You
up with
have
it.
only got to mix with the right people.
Tell me get off my ass and start running, eh?
Well, no, I have found that if you are mixing with people who think the same as you, they activate you, they promote your enthusiasm, and the whole lot of you generate an atmosphere that leads you on to do these things.
Okay, now while you're speaking, you said you've been involved with the Veterans Club. You were actually a prisoner of war in World War II?
Yes, I was, unfortunately, I was in Greece and Crete, although originally I was in the original battles in North Africa of Bardia, Tobruk, Derna, Benghazi. Then we were sent up to Greece and we were belted out of Greece, as history books will tell you, taken across to Crete, and we lost there. So then I spent 4 years as a guest of the fatherland.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. And like, how long were you actually in there? For the?
Oh, I was only in the prisoner of war camps 4 years.
Yeah.
And I always say it was only 4 years because I'm over 80 now, and what's 4 years out of 80 years? You don't dwell on it. That was a hiccup. That was all. It wasn't, but that's how you got to look at it now.
Yeah, I suppose that's a good point. I think one of the things, I suppose, a lot of people who are senior citizens think once they retire out of work, what's there to do, stuff like that. I've only just met you today, and I mean, I'm inspired by just some of the stuff we've had a chat about before. Like, you're more flat out than I am, and I think I've got a hectic schedule on. I mean, you're involved in all sorts of clubs and stuff. What's one of the messages, I suppose, we can put out there to people who just, I suppose, give up in the end?
Well, speaking from experience, you spend all your working life, usually, working, trying to make a few bob. You're committed to be there every day, day after day, and suddenly you don't have to be there.
Yep.
And you get bewildered. I was bewildered for quite some time.
Yeah.
But I got involved in different little activities, and gradually you can see where you can play your part within these activities, and you become involved in them, you accept responsibility within them. Then you endeavour to put back into the community some of the good which you have got out of it in your past, and this really makes life worth living in your retirement. If you're going to live retirement within yourself, you're going to fail.
Yeah.
Well, thanks a lot for that story there on Arthur, and there'll be a part 2 and hopefully a part 3 coming up, so make sure you stay tuned. Also, as we was up here wandering around in mid-air, we just happened to run into some superstars here, so we're going to get their names and find out what the heck are they doing up here.
Well, I've just come up for a view.
And your name is?
John.
John, and?
I've just come over from East looking for a new porn star for my next movie.
Well, he's in the right spot, and?
Yeah, I'm Paul, and we've just come over from New Zealand for a holiday.
Okay, then. Now, how are you finding Australia so far?
Real good. Yep, love it.
Okay, then. Well, then I know I normally say 5 and 6, but I think they say sucks over here in New Zealand. Is that right? 5 sucks?
5, 6.
Okay, then. Now, you lively, stupid superstars, you look like you guys do a lot of running and stuff like that. Is that?
Doing a bit of kayaking today, you know.
Okay.
Keep your hand in. Keep fit.
Okay, then we've got a lot of people like Tony Hasselback. He tries to keep his hand in and on at all times.
He does. Hand on what? What's he got his hand on?
I don't know. He's a hands-on type of guy, from what I understand. So, how long you guys going to be here?
Well, we're here.
About another minute or two up here.
We're flying out to Sydney tomorrow morning.
Okay, then. So, I mean, being in Perth, how you find the weather?
Beautiful. Great. Actually, the ozone layer here, it's the hottest part of the world in Perth. If you haven't already been taught or told this or educated at school, Perth is the hottest part of the world. Remember this.
Okay, then now that's cool.
Foreigners, we are allowed to have this opinion. Okay, and Access 31 is our channel.
Well, thanks a lot, guys. Now, is there anybody you guys want to say hello to?
Belinda. Say hello to Belinda. Mum, if you ever get this wherever you are.
And I would say good day to my wife, Heather.
Okay, then. Well, then we want to thank you guys, and you put up with us well.
Yeah. Brother, give it some skin. Thank you.
Right. All right, then. Now, we're going to go on before these guys do the haka. And,
Ready to go?
come on, Ted. Come on, Ted. Oh, we think. Oh, sorry. I know I'm going to get beat up by some New Zealanders behind that. Well, well, thanks a lot, guys, and hope you have a great time.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right. Now we're getting ready to go to the Fremantle Roosters story. Now I'm here with the new coach of the Fremantle Roosters, Tim Horn, and it's a pleasure. How you doing, Tim?
Good, yourself?
Oh, real good. Now, Tim, can you tell us how long you've been involved in rugby and what your role is going to be here now as the new coach?
Finished 9 seasons of grade football in the NRL competition. Had a season with North Beach, finished playing in WA, and now I'm going to take up coaching with the Fremantle Roosters.
Okay, then now, before we get into your coaching aspect, what would be some of your most memorable moments as a rugby player?
Besides playing, probably the trips away and inter-season trips. Now, on a serious note, probably the first game for the Western Reds, playing against St George at the Wacker Ground in front of 30,000 people. Wow. Bit of a highlight, yeah.
Okay, then now, your position when you played, you were a 5'8", or what was your position?
Yeah, I played 5'8", or centre, anywhere in the back line.
Okay, now for some of the young rugby players coming along, and then we'll get into your coaching career and what you want to bring to this team, what was some of the training like to be a really good 5'8"? What, like young West Australians watching this now, what would they need to do at a young age?
Oh, I think it's important for players to get a full off-season of training in, to be fit and strong for the season start. Basically, just to enjoy their football and make sure they get a full off-season in, and just be happy when they're playing the league.
Oh, excellent. Now, taking over the appointment with the Roosters, a club that has a fine tradition, what do you hope to bring to this club and the players?
Well, I'd like to make the semi-finals. There's only 6 teams in the competition, so you'd be happy to look for a top 4 position, and hopefully if we make the semis, we can perhaps win the competition.
Okay,
yeah.
Excellent. Now, okay, some of the veterans you got coming back, maybe if you could elaborate on maybe 2 or 3 of them, and what do you expect from them as the new coach this upcoming season?
Yeah, we've got some senior players here at Fremantle, Brad Baker and Shane Bickley. Shane Bickley's a big front row who's got a lot of potential, and Brad Baker's our captain and fullback, so he basically leads from behind, and if those 2 players can fire, we should have a good season.
Excellent, excellent. Now, is there anybody you want to thank as we're coming up to Christmas and New Year's and what have you? Is there anybody you want to thank other than your family? Because your wife just gave you a great plug there.
Yeah, I've got the wife and the son Thomas and the wife Amanda, but all my family's in Sydney, so if this goes to Sydney, g'day to everyone in Sydney, the Horns and the Horans and whatnot, and yeah, speak to you soon.
Thanks a lot, and thanks a lot for your time, Tim, and wish you every success this season.
Thanks very much. Thank you.
Wayne, I was extremely impressed with your Hucker impersonation there, mate. I hope you don't get beat up. Or actually, I do hope you get beat up.
Well, thanks a lot.
Yeah. We're always supporting other crew members, you know.
All I can say is I got forced into it, but I loved it.
Okay, and where are we going now? We're going to a break. Yeah.
Welcome back from the break, everybody.
Hello.
Like that. Welcome back from the break, everybody. How you doing, Action Man?
I'm going good, Jim.
What is that thing behind us?
It's called the Grand Chapeau. It's for Cirque du Soleil.
I'm actually quite amazed that you can say that word, you know.
Howdy.
Howdy. Yeah, all right. It's enough from you. We're actually going to go to a story Moose did recently with some blind kids playing golf in Florida. So take a look at this story.
Hi, everybody. It's Moose here down in Claremont. Some people say I should be in this area anyway, but I'm here, and I'm at the golf course here, and I'm having a chat with Dr. Margaret Crowley. Hi, Doctor. How are you?
I'm very well, Moose. Very nice to meet you and share some time down here.
It's a beautiful day anyway. We got that. Now, tell us what is today really all about, and tell us how you got involved first.
Well, I got involved by through the work of Ron and Paul Brooks from the Education Department, from the Vision Impairment Service. And what's it all about? It's about children experiencing something that they would never normally experience and making wonderful success of golf.
And doing a great job of it, and from what we've seen inside, having a ball doing it.
That's right.
And now, Mario, tell us. So this is Mario here. Hi, how are you? How'd you get involved?
Well, I work with Ron, and basically,
my boss. That's my big boss.
And I guess I've been involved with Ron in terms of the planning and and so forth of the program over the last couple of years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, Ron, I'm just going to bypass you. Hi, Ron. How you going, mate? Tell us what it's all about, Ron.
Okay. Well, Moose, the whole idea, if you're watching here, in 1984, I set up the goal for the seniors. And this has been going on now since 84. From there, we had the Japanese come in and we created World Golf. And 6 world champions have come through this course. In seniors, we wanted juniors through the education department. And today, you've experienced the first competition with 20 kids involved. And it's through the help of Paul Brooks, Derek Wilkinson, the Vision Impairment Services, to be able to do this reaction and liaison between the two organisations, which has nowhere in Australia ever had this happen before. So we've got
West Australian first.
Oh, we're always the best.
Always the best.
Always the best, and you can play this all over Australia. But I am also National Development Director, so this course will start the kids in each state through education departments.
Fantastic. Now, what does this all mean to the sight impaired, the young kids coming down and having a go at this?
Well, it means a lot because often they don't get the chances to participate in activities in their phys ed programs at schools. So this gave them the opportunity to actually play a competitive ball sport. Normally the competitive ball sports are too much activity in them for them to participate in. So this one, they're succeeding and doing very, very well. So it's great.
Well, we've seen blind cricket, and they're involved, of course, with swimming and all that. But this is golf, and they're using just normal golf balls too.
Yes, they're using that, and we need a caddy to assist them by telling them the distance and how far they have to go to the hole and stuff like that. So and lining them up. So, but apart from that, they do it on their own. So
fantastic. Yeah. Now, Ronnie, coming back to you, just tell us if someone wants to find out a bit about it, how can they do so?
You just come through the Association for the Blind of Western Australia to Ron Annis at the Recreation Department, 9311 8254, and we'll look after you.
Fantastic. Well, everyone, thanks for having a quick chat with us here, and let's hope it keeps growing. It's great for the kids. Great to see you so enthusiastic about it, and it's going to keep prospering from here. Thanks a lot. Yeah, one more plug from Ron here.
And ladies and gentlemen out there, anyone who wants to help the school program, because we need volunteers all the time. Thank you.
Yes, and volunteers are a big part of any sport. So thanks very much, everyone, for talking to us.
Okay, thanks, Moose.
Thanks a lot for that story, Moose. It was awesome. And there's a couple of boys over there standing next to the cannon. You got fellas? Good yet? Great. Well, that's all that matters. No, don't worry about them. We're still here in Kings Park. It's fantastic view, as you can see. It's always nice down here this time of night. And we're going to go to a story I did recently with the referees from the Gridiron League. And all Gridiron games will be played at Axfield now. So if you can, get down and check them out. There's only a few left in the season. So take a look at this story. Hello, I'm James from Balls and All, and I'm down here at the Gridiron and Ashfield Oval, and the season's going pretty good. The Broncos are actually playing the Titans right now, and I'm speaking to a couple of the guys who actually police the game, but they don't give you yellow stickers. How you going, Steve?
Good, thanks, man, good.
And Tom, how you going?
I'm well, thanks.
And I've known Tom actually since I was 13 years old. When my dad used to play, the first game I met you, the Bears were playing the Broncos down at Pasadena. Obviously, it's come a long way since then. How have you found the sport? Is it grown or...?
The sport's grown immensely. We're still not really getting big crowds, but we seem to the skill level has improved incredibly, and obviously Western Australia's got some of the best players in the country, being the national champions.
That's for sure.
So the skill level's definitely improved, and the play's getting a lot cleaner now than it was 5 or 6 years ago, which is refreshing.
Oh, yeah, it must be. I know the days for sure. What about you, Steve? You played for a number of teams in the league, and now you're helping out reffing. How are you finding it?
Yeah, I started playing about 10 years ago.
With a team called...
started off playing with the Broncos, of course, but it was good. I learned quite a lot. But I just found that just after a few injuries, things like that, I found that...
Getting old and stuff.
Yeah, I was getting a bit old. I just found that I still wanted to be involved.
Yeah.
And pretty much the only way I could do it was either coach or ref. Yeah. And... I'm a bit young to be a coach, so I thought, why not get out there and ref? Know the rules.
Yeah.
So let's get out there and do it.
And how long have you been reffing now?
Oh, this would be my 3rd year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're still enjoying it? Obviously being involved with the sport?
Yeah, I'm enjoying it. It's no two games are ever alike.
Yeah, that's true.
You see, it's good to see some of these young guys that are playing out here today. Mm-hmm. They're week to week. They seem to be improving, and that's good.
Yeah.
They're not scared to ask for advice.
Yeah. One thing I'm pretty impressed with this season. I've been involved with the sport since I was, knee high or whatever. I find that the competition's getting very even at the moment. It's really good to see. I mean, the years are gone where one team just dominates. It's also very boring for the spectators, of course.
Well, I think this season, and especially in the first 2 weeks, the biggest scoring winning margin was either 12 or 18 points. And this is a very defense-oriented league. We're not getting a lot of scoring like we had when we played down at Curtin. But, any particular game, I was saying at a meeting the other night, that any particular game in this league anymore, either team can win. It's that close. Even an expansion team like the Titans are putting up a good fight tonight, and they have been all season.
That's one thing. They're putting out an extremely good fight. It's only 6-0 at the moment. It's only half time. I mean, anything happens in football, as both you guys know. My next question, Tom, is a lot of people out there see the game, have no idea. Can you just give us a quick run through of the general rules, just the simple basics of the game?
Oh, you got a half an hour? No.
Yeah, well, forget the book. Just
basically, the offensive players cannot have to be set for 1 second, so they can't move. We try to ensure that player safety is paramount, so players can't tackle by the helmet, by the face mask, or use their helmet as a weapon. We call that spearing. We really try to ensure that the game is as clean as possible. And when we throw penalties, we usually like to throw them where it's the point of attack, where the penalty really had a significance on the play. Otherwise, it gets very boring for the spectators when you have a flag fest. So we've really toned down the penalties this year. I don't think we've had more than about 5 or 6 in any particular game, except for maybe a false start here and there, which we don't really count as a proper flag. But the nasty penalties have really gone down in the last 2 or 3 years, which has been a pleasure for us as officials.
And as you were saying before, like I've even noticed, the game is heaps cleaner than what it was 10 years ago, you know?
Absolutely. No, you know, these guys are playing in 30-degree heat many Saturdays, and obviously they're going to lose their temper from time to time, but it's been very, very clean this year, and there haven't been too many skirmishes after the plays. It's been very, very pleasant to do the games this year.
Yeah, we're not out there to make these guys look bad.
Yeah.
I mean, we're out there simply because
police on the field.
Yeah, well, most times I suppose you could say that the referee's probably the most experienced person out there.
Yeah.
You know, he's either played or knows the rules, knows what you can and can't do.
Yeah.
And we're not out there to make these guys look bad, as I say. We're out there to teach them.
Yeah.
You know, if they've got a query, feel free to come up and say, "Ref, what did I do then?"
Yeah.
You know, that's what we're for.
Yeah.
We're not into throwing flags willy-nilly, and you know, we're more interested in teaching these guys so they can get better.
Yeah. And hopefully, of course, that way the sport grows, and you guys are just stand there watching them play the game, of course.
And that's what we want, you know. And look, we're always there's only
a fair game.
Yeah. You always want a fair game, and there's not many of us refs around.
Yeah.
So, you know,
Yeah.
first and foremost, when we go out on the field, our safety's got to be paramount.
Of course.
And we're not out there to you know, get hurt or let anybody else get hurt.
Yeah.
And that's what we do.
Yeah. Now, Tom, obviously, like I said, I've known you for years, and you've always been refereeing. Did you play, obviously, in America? That started. Why did you start here refereeing? Is my basic question.
I heard about it through Art Henry, and I basically got involved because I felt I wasn't in shape to play. So I started reffing 13, 14 years ago, and I've enjoyed it immensely. And basically, because I've been following the game since I was about 9 years old. I played it in high school, but I was a gridiron freak back home. I used to wait for the Canadian League to start in June and would follow that through till the end of the Super Bowl, which was the end of January. So a good 9 months of the year I was involved in football, either watching it or playing it. Yeah. So.
And who's your favourite team in the States at the moment?
I'm a Cleveland Browns fan. Die hard, yes. Yep.
What about you, mate?
Oh, I'd have to say Redskins.
Yeah, I'll have to say the Broncos, of course. All right, boys, thank you very much for your time. It's been an absolute pleasure talking to you, and good to see us here.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thanks very much for that story, and it's don't forget referees. Often they're looking for referees for all kinds of sports, and this is I think it's still the year of the volunteers.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, they're looking for refs for a lot of things, like maybe to throw darts at their posters and everything, but really they do a fine job. I'm actually do some refereeing myself.
Yeah, I think...
so we can get you a poster of Wayne if you got some darts at home.
Yeah, I think especially if you used to play sport and you don't really have the time or can't be bothered full-on committing to a team, maybe it's a good way to keep going with a career, I suppose.
Yeah.
If you keep getting your ass whipped or something, you know?
Now, Wayne, you actually do refereeing basketball?
Yes, I do. I do that down at Victoria Park. There's a good plug for you. And over at our Craigie Leisure Center.
Okay, and you come from the Wildcats and also SBL and all that now and get into helping refereeing as well as playing?
Yes, I do, and I find that's very enjoyable, to play different sports, and it's a good way, like you said, to stay involved in the game. Very good way.
Fantastic. Now, don't forget, get involved. Now, way behind us, you can see, of course, the cityscape, and something here, I don't know if Action Man on the camera can get it. Way back there, you can see, of course, the beautiful Australian flag. Can you get that, Action Man? Right down there in the middle. Long may she wave. James, get out of the way.
Oh.
And all right, and don't forget the big Time Glow competition, and something else too. You notice we got a new intro to the show. Now, if you're a band out there and you think, hey, I can drive this up a bit and get Bulls and All maybe a really great theme song,
send it in.
Send it in. Put it on a CD or a tape or whatever and send it in to us. And we'll have a listen. We'll pick out what we reckon is the best that goes.
What address, mate?
And we'll use it. P.O. Box 431. It's on the screen in Bassendean, 6054.
You hear that, Tony? It's on the screen?
Yeah, and make sure you get that in to us on CD or tape, and we'll pick it out. Now, we don't know, there's no big money prize because we're still all volunteers, but maybe we can get you some Bulls and All t-shirts, or maybe our friends at Time Glow might do something special for you. Now, let's talk about Time Glow. We got to ask the question. This is question number 2. Remember last week it was about whether we were out on the Slackwater. Oh, sorry, that was a Slackwater Safaris. That was a bit of
a great trip, actually. We had a lot of fun. How you going, guys?
Always wanted to see Rotto the other side, but I couldn't swim that far.
Yeah. And me and Action Man got severely burnt.
Also, I noticed as I'm out there swimming, a lot of seals leaving the water. I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means, but I've seen a couple of whales detouring as well. But you get the
All right, what will be the question you reckon we'll ask about tonight?
Well, I think tonight's question will be a good one. What the heck was it? No, hold up.
Who was the rugby team?
Oh, yes. We were in a tent, but we had consumed some beverages, so I wasn't sure. But we were in the
Perth Cup.
At the Perth Cup, and we want to know which tent did we stop into, which rugby league team did we stop into and hang out with?
There was a big flag hanging behind you and
Sure was.
whatever. Any clues? What was the clue?
I can't do that again. That's the one and only.
I thought you had some flag.
Did you drop an egg there? So don't forget, send that stuff in to us if you got some music. Keep in mind, every week, write down the question, write the answer, or at least write the answers. That's number 2. What was the name of the rugby league club?
Yep.
Where the boys went to the Perth Cup and stayed a bit in their tent?
Yeah, thanks, Peter, for doing the filming. Good on you, mate. Mate.
Fantastic job.
And don't forget the big Time Glow competition. $2,000 worth of your sports uniform from Time Glow. You can buy it ahead of time, and if you win the prize, you get your money back up to the value of what you spent. So, yeah, give them a call, Time Glow. But they don't just do sports uniforms, everything, so give them a call.
That's right. And just think, if you get that type of equipment, you can look like us.
Oh, wow. I didn't say $2. 2,000. 2,000. All right, everybody, thanks for watching. We're back again 9-ish. We'll just call it 9-ish. And here on Monday night, repeated Saturday at 4. Hope you've had a great break, and we're going to be back next week. So, everyone, the name of the show is
Bulls and All.
Thanks for watching. And if you're looking to get on the net or you need an internet supplier, give our buddies at WA Net a call.